It's only right, aye. Jump right in, aye. Jump right in, jump right in, jump right in, aye. Jump right in, jump right in, jump right in, jump right in, aye. Jump right in, jump right in, jump right in.
You don't know swim? Shit. We're gonna introduce you to swim.
What's going on? My name is BabyMandel from BabyTalksMusic, and today we're here with
Drelli.
Drelli. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a recording artist / creative director / model from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Woo! Shout out.
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. So you're from Minneapolis. When did you actually move out here?
5 years ago.
Okay. And how has the change been from, small town Minneapolis to big city LA and actually pursuing your dreams?
It's had its ups and downs, but like just being able to be around like other creatives has been super cool and inspiring to just like, again, let's see, friends win and be a part of their success and just like champion those people on and then, just wait your turn. So it's been super cool just to be around just more creatives, honestly.
Yeah. No, I totally hear that. And did you find when you were back home that you were making music that was completely unique, but you were trying to fit a different mold? Or what aspirational were you trying to actually reach in terms of artistry? Who did you look up to? Who did you want to become?
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like, because the seasons change there all the time. So it's like in the wintertime, I will always be making music that felt like the summer. And it's like, if people don't really during the wintertime, people get really depressed. Even myself, I would get just really sad. You're inside all the time. So I was just always like, all right, I'm going to make music for where I would want to be at this time in the winter, So that kind of kept me going. And during that time, honestly, I was really big onto like Gold Link, K-Tronada, when I was living in Minnesota. So it's
those are my guys. Those are fire. Those are fire.
Yeah. So that was like really big into my inspiration at that time. And that was the type of music I was really listening to. A lot of house.
Yeah.
Yeah. My producer, Danny TV at the time, he was like producing a lot of house music, and that kind of steered me into that way. Like, yo, this is cool, because I never had heard house music until then.
Yeah. No, I think your music is very unique to you. I don't really know what artist you would compare yourself to, because it's so unique.
At that time, I'm saying, I feel like when I was in, now I know I try to draw inspiration from so many different artists now.
No, and it shows. It shows. You have so many different variances in your cadences, and
I appreciate that.
The ability to be a reptile, a chameleon, if you will, in the industry, to just switch skins and be a different breed. It's crazy.
Appreciate that.
It's really crazy. So, recently you performed with Joey Valence. I definitely want to hear more about how you got there. For those who don't know, Joey made it through TikTok. He really sounds like the Beastie Boys, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so as well. Because it's like Joey and Bray, right?
Yeah, there's two guys.
Yeah,
you know better than I do. You perform for them. It's two guys. They're really cool. They make amazing music, and they really rode the TikTok wave to get to success. And now they've really reached virality. I don't know what they're at analytics-wise, how they're performing, but you got the opportunity to open for them. Can you tell us how you got there and really like what the experience was like?
Yeah, no, it was actually really random. Like, I just woke up and the producer was like, yo, like, send me Joey's story. And it was like, they're looking for openers to like, perform at the show at the Roxy. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna try my luck and just post it on my story and hopefully tell my fans like, yo, just tag me in the story as many times as possible, and hopefully they'll choose me. And a couple hours later, they end up just choosing me to open up for them. And the show came up like 3 days later, and I was just like rehearsing like a bunch right before, and then but super cool. Their fans were very welcoming, you know what I mean? Joey and Bray were really dope as well, and like definitely goes down as like milestone in my career, especially performing at the Roxy. That was my first time.
Iconic venue.
Yeah.
Iconic.
And it was pretty much like a sold out show, honestly.
Yeah.
Like 400 plus people. So that was super cool. I got to perform some new stuff as well.
Ooh, yeah. Recently we just heard the new single. What's the new single called?
Stocky.
Stocky's pretty fresh.
Oh, thank you.
And I saw you taking photos of, your football gear near your house. Was that what made the final album cover, or was that like digitally designed? How'd you make that album cover in the end?
I actually just bought shoulder pads from OfferUp and then like just spray painted them and went with the
I
cover
feel
for
you.
that. Yeah,
I bought these chairs the same way. OfferUp
Yeah.
is great. If anybody's looking for a deal, shout out OfferUp.
This is not an ad.
No ads. But yeah, I mean, anyway, you know, you got that opportunity to play for Joey. Was that the biggest show you've performed to date?
No.
You played bigger.
Yeah, I played.
Okay. What's the biggest show you played?
Probably 1,000 people. Yeah, actually
That's big
earlier
time.
this year I played with Girl Talk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and that was like
I didn't know that.
1,200
That's new.
people.
That's new right there.
Yeah,
That's
so-
crazy. And
but-
what was that like? I mean,
that
that's
was
a
dope
lot.
too. I mean, it was a very like energetic crowd, so it's like it was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also, I mean, I think even when I opened up for Yachty the very first time he came to Minnesota.
I didn't know you opened up for Yachty. That's
Yeah, I opened up for Yachty the very first time he ever came to Minnesota. So
Yeah.
with Red Bull Sound Select, and that I think that show was maybe like 2,000 people. Yeah, but I was like 19 at the time though.
And did you have any like fear or stage fright? Because that's a big, big audience.
You know, I definitely did, but I mean, like, I drank so many Red Bulls to the point where it was like, I was just like,
Hyped up on
yeah,
that.
I was so hyped up to the point where it was, I just made it fun. But it was cool though. Like that was a crazy experience too. But I performed in front of some big crowds, I would say. But yeah.
I honestly had no idea. I only knew about Joey, but that's
Yeah.
crazy. I know you did Sunday Sounds. Sunday Sounds is lit.
Yes.
Plug in Sunday Sounds. Pull up, not an ad.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, to get to Joey, though, you had to have hundreds, tens of hundreds of people actually sliding up on their story.
I know. I don't really even know how many people actually.
I was
like,
going to ask, like, how many
I
people
don't know.
actually hit up Joey for
Because
that?
you know when you
that's
get like
a big
tagged on the
deal.
story, it's like you don't really get the notification.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people, but whatever it is, it worked. And like right away, he was like, "Yo, I love your music," and then like we gotta have you on the show. And then
Yeah.
like when I like met them in person, they were like, "Yo, like." We had so many people send like music in, and like we didn't even feel like going through all of it. So they were like, you know, so it was cool. It was just like, right place at the right time, honestly. So it worked out.
Well, something that you're really good at is community building and storytelling. I find this to be true because, you know, you got some bangers of songs, but in accompaniment, your music videos are really well thought out and really, really descriptive in what you're going for at that time. Remember when you were doing the shot in the classroom, what music video was that?
Ain't Enough.
That song, that music video, like
thank
that
you.
was very, very well planned. And everything that you put behind it is meticulous in detail. It's amazing.
I appreciate that.
Now for that one, like how long did that take to set up for, say, set design to actually seeing the finished project?
Oh, that took a long time. I mean, well, I had a team who helped me out with it, you know what I'm saying? Puzzle Studios, shout out to them. They did a lot of the, we're doing a lot of name drops. Whew. But no, they helped me out, yes, built the set and everything, but the actual shooting took like, probably like 12 to 15 hours. We were shooting from like 6 p.m. to maybe like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the longest video I ever shot. And like, I enjoyed the ending product, but like shooting a video for that long is just too much for me. honestly.
Definitely.
So that I kind of stay away from like long video shoots. That was the first time I actually did something like that.
Yeah.
But it was worth it at the end though.
Totally.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the finished product was astonishing.
Oh,
I have to
thank you,
say.
thank you.
But you also shot a really cool one with a VR headset, if I recall. That one was
Oh,
really
yeah,
cool too.
that was dope.
What was that one? Tell me about
For
it.
real.
Of course. That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, thank you.
I love that song. Might use it for this episode. We'll see.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I mean that song crazy, but the visuals behind that is really nuts.
And
How
that
long
one
did
didn't
that
even
one take?
that one didn't take that long because it was more like, you know, you rent out a white like room, and then like a lot of the stuff was more like it was done in post.
Yeah.
You know, so we probably shot like 2 of the other scenes very close to each other.
Yeah.
So it was like not that bad. I would probably say like, you know, roughly maybe like 5 hours, maybe 6 at most, you know. But
Or a run and gun shoot, a quick, easy.
yeah,
you know.
definitely.
Yeah.
I like shoots like that. I feel like
Yeah.
when you can like make a simple idea come to life, and it's
That's the best.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. So the simpler the better with me, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about, you know, storytelling. Community building, though.
Yeah.
You have built such a robust fan base through Discord, through Instagram, through multi-channels. And what would you say has been your most successful of those channels? Obviously, you are a huge TikTok star, an Instagram star, a model, a rapper. What else do we have to add to this list? I mean, it just goes on and on. But
I appreciate it.
Could you tell us a little bit about building the fan base, brick by brick?
Yeah.
And really how you got there to having such a loyal fan base to get you to play with Joey Valence.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. It's like when you think about it, it's like, okay, like the community is what drives an artist, you know, and like I feel like you need that to even get feedback, to be able to, you know, even support other people who are the other artists and other like videographers, all these different things, you know. So I always think about like, you know, that me as an artist, this is bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to include as many people as possible into my success, the journey, everything, and also, again, support other people. So that's where my head's normally at as far as like creating my community and just being around, again, like other creatives and just like we all supporting each other, you know? So definitely been a tremendous help of just like keep building it brick by brick, because it's just like, I mean, I don't really care to like blow up overnight. I'd rather just, you know, by the time I actually really blow up, really understand like why I blew up and like have that community around me to really support me and like keep the success like going up as of, you know, having a plateau at some point just because I blew up overnight. You know what I mean?
No, I totally hear you.
Yeah.
It's so important to have like a good team backing behind you too, because when that instance comes, when you actually do blow up, and I think you already have, but when it does, you know, overnight sensation, you know, that's when you really need the good foundation behind you, so you can
100%.
really have everything going for you.
Definitely.
It's really tough to do it on your own, but to have the people to actually know how to help you is so important, I feel like.
Yeah, no, you need those people around for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you just moved out to LA recently. You've been here about 5 years.
Yep.
How has your experience been here? Have you had a lot more gateways to new opportunities? I mean, Lil Yachty, you know, that's a huge one, but that one wasn't in LA. So have you had any other big instances while you've been here? I mean, obviously, Rakim, that was huge. Poster child of PacSun over here.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that front cover on the website for PacSun.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, just like, just random things, you know, just working with brands. There's a lot more brands that I work with now that like, that's behind the scenes that are cool, you know? So it's just like, that has been really dope. But like, I mean, I just love the entertainment business in a whole. So like being able to like have my foot in all these different things and make it, that's like been, you know, big or small, I feel like it's been cool, you know? But yeah, that's been the difference as far as being like on the Midwest as opposed to being here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
now in terms of getting those brand deals, I'm gonna point to that camera right there.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for any of the new artists out there who are trying to break in the scene and really get into that scene? Because that one's tough to break. You have to have a certain amount of followers in some cases.
Not even, I feel like. It's just more like how does your brand look? Like, is it universal? Is it only like going, you know, to one audience or the next? You know, being able to be placed in all these different audiences is like the goal, you know, at least for myself. So it's like, if, you know, keeping your image as clean cut as possible to be able to be in whatever, you know, I don't know, let's say some random ad that doesn't allow you to swear, you know what I mean? Like, would you know, some people can't do anything without swearing, you know? So it's like certain things like that. But I mean, like, I realized like brands is like creativity at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter about the following, because I don't even have the craziest following, you know, but it's like,
TikTok, what? You got like 40K.
It's like that's
something like that. Light work.
It's not really that. You know what I mean? It's other people have way more followers. That you know, so it's like not to compare, but like at the end of the day, I feel like as long as you just have like the passion to create, that speaks louder than just, oh, I have all these followers.
No, I mean, followers are numbers at the end of the day, and that's something we got to recognize, you know? A fan base and a community, they're
that's
there
what I
for
care
thick
about
and
more
thin.
than anything.
They'll buy your tickets, they'll buy your merch, they'll be there, you know? But it's really important to build that community, and I think you've done a really excellent job at that.
No, I appreciate it so much.
You worked with Lander. Lander is that cool clothing company that you got the sponsorship for. So that one's a really cool company, but how did you get that deal? How did you get in touch with that company? I mean, you're talking a lot about you don't need followers to necessarily get the deal. So how do you get there as an independent artist?
And that was
like
just
yourself?
that was just a photo shoot.
Yeah, it was still really cool, and
oh, yeah,
same with
thank you.
Gaston. Like that was a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, my friend is doing creative directing over there, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Yo, this is like a new brand I'm just working with," and he was like, they want to like shoot with you," and I was like, "Oh, this is dope," and I had never heard of the brand until. Well, I didn't. That was my first time hearing about it after the shoot, you know. But that was super cool. But yeah, my friend Dom, he was the one who shot those photos, and yeah, he just brought the opportunity to me. He was like, "Yo, like, let's shoot these," and I just did it.
Yeah.
So most of the stuff has happened, honestly, just from friends that like actually like my work as well and want to like see me win, and they're like, "Yo, I have this opportunity," and like, you know, I normally take them every time.
Yeah.
Especially if it's cool, and I know I hope elevate my brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like your artistry is different because I've seen how you work. And I feel like you in specific really work unilaterally. You're always trying to get to that next step,
Yeah,
whatever it
definitely.
may be. And you know, you may not know what it is, but when there's an opportunity presented, you go for it and you do it well.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I try to. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like, you know, you have to just go on to the next and be 10 steps ahead, because it's like, you know, yeah, you might have, you know, obviously you're going to have some success moments, but
Yeah.
like, it's what's next. That's how you continue to keep doing it, because like,
Yeah.
I feel like you don't want to be stuck in the past. Like,
Oh,
you
man.
did the show, you did that, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Like right away.
Yeah.
You have to think
You
like
have
that.
an album, what's next, you
Yeah.
know?
Definitely.
And that's the worst, because you're trying to promote your album and really do your best job at promoting that, and that could take years to actually
Yeah,
promote, but
definitely.
it's always like, what's the next album? When is the next
Yeah,
project coming
definitely.
out, you know?
So that's always in the back of my head of just
Yeah.
like, okay, I got to do what's next right now, or be
tough.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it definitely gets draining, but that's just what you got to do.
And what is next for you?
I'm actually going to drop an EP
Oh.
November 3rd. I just had to remember. I was blanking for a second.
Hey, it's cool, it's cool. We all blank sometimes.
No, November 3rd, though, yeah. Going to drop a project called Swim, Someone Who Isn't Me.
Ooh,
And yeah, I'm stoked about it.
yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Any sneak previews? Any cool features on that one?
No, I don't really even be doing features, honestly.
Full Drelli, all
Yeah,
Drelli,
it's full
nothing but the
Drelli,
Drelli.
you know what I mean? Until at least right now, I mean, I gotta get more money to get the features I actually.
I
really
feel you. You got to get the coin. Now, who
Yeah.
would you want to actually be as a dream collaborator with? Like, who's on the list?
Right now, I would say Mine. Yeah, I really want to get a feature with
Mine
Mine.
would be fire.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I would say Mine as of right now. But I'm willing to work with like anyone, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyone that's dope.
I got you. You're always working with some cool creatives in some capacity. It's always different,
Yeah.
whether it's modeling, music, or anything else. What does your day-to-day look like for that versus being an artist and juggling all these different things? Between that, modeling, artistry, like how does your day-to-day look like? Give us a day in the life of Drelli.
A day in the life of
A
Joey
day in the life.
Just really a lot of calls, honestly.
Yeah.
So many calls. But I mean, like,
You gotta buy it. You gotta sell it. Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? But I mean, like, I'm a very simple guy. Like, I'm not in the studio all the time. I'm probably in the studio maybe like twice a week, maybe.
Yeah.
If that. You know what
Well,
I
it's
mean?
important to
Yeah.
have some studio time. I mean,
Yeah.
make sure you have your stuff prepped so you don't waste the time, but you know.
Right. Yeah. So I'm, you know, studio maybe a couple times a week.
So how do you balance manager life, creative life, model life, all in one? Because you really do it all and you really do it well.
I don't know. I mean, like, really just making sure I like take time for myself as much as possible. That definitely helps out. But like, just time management, honestly. Everything doesn't
Yeah.
like that's probably the best answer I can give you.
Time management, I'm still working on. That one's
And I am
tough.
too. I'm not like
It's
the-
tough.
you know.
Nobody's perfect with time management.
Some
It's
weeks
really
are
tough.
better than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, that's one thing I try to practice as much as possible, and then like knowing when it's time to go on to the next thing as much as like, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I've been caught up on this for the last few hours, and it's like, dang, I'm not going to get anything done for the rest of the day now because like, or at least the other tasks. But like, that's, you know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's days that I'm like, don't feel the best, or like weeks that, you know what I mean? But like, you just gotta get up and
I
just
know.
do the next thing, because if not, then all
You're
that.
behind.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. Even if I, like, no, don't get me wrong, though, I still have bad days. I might have a bad week, you know, just like everyone else. But I know at the end of the day I signed up for something I gotta do, you know. So yeah.
And as an artist and all these other creative endeavors, have you really been able to support yourself without having like a steady 9 to 5, just working and getting some extra coin? Like, how do you balance monetarily with all these things? Because it's tough to make it as a creative, and to support yourself on your art is like insane. You have to have a legitimate fan base to do that.
Yeah, no, 100%. And no, I mean, like I've worked my fair share of jobs. Like I've worked since I was like 13 years old.
What was your first job?
I worked
on the spot question.
I worked at a rec center called Green Central.
Okay.
And it was like for this like company called Teamworks. It was like they hired teenagers right when they like turned a teenager, you know what I mean? When I turned 13. And I pretty much would just like give food to like, it was like a summer job, and I pretty much would like, you know, during the summertime, kids would come to the recreational center, and like we would feed them food, and like, but it was cool. That was my first job. And then like, but yeah, I worked a lot of jobs. I mean, like I do like odd jobs and stuff now as well, but like being able to, you know, work on the influencer side, being able to do modeling stuff, being able to, you know what I mean, all that stuff starts to add up. So it's like, even if I don't post about it, I might just do stuff like that on the side, just to just like, you know, at least be able to do something creative where I'm not like having to clock in all the time, you know what I mean? So it's like, but, you know, even here when I first got here, you know, I worked a security job and like, you know, things like that, Postmated, like, you know, so it's like, honestly, I mean, like, I just have a really big like entrepreneur like mindset. So I'm always trying to like, all right, even if I have to do this odd job for this time, I'm okay with it, because it's like, that's what it is. You know?
I mean, I feel like the entrepreneurial side of you is a yes man. You say yes to the opportunities that come. And not only do you do that, you're a pleasure to work with when you do it. Like, you're always the upstanding guy that everybody loves and wants to hire again and again.
I appreciate
So you get those reoccurring jobs. And it's really cool to see and watch you grow in all of that you do. So
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see your next modeling job. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'm very excited, whatever that may be.
I know, I don't know. I don't have any, but I'm doing a really big giveaway here soon with a brand that I'm stoked about.
Can you tell us a little bit about the giveaway?
Yes, I'm going to be doing a Topo Chico giveaway here pretty soon, as far as like just to promote my project and everything. And yeah, so if you are following me, and if you're not, this is the right time.
Yes, sir. And you want to plug your socials real quick? You want to tell us where they can follow you at?
Yeah, this is Drelli with 3 L's.
3 L's.
Yeah.
Awesome, cool.
Y'all, if you don't know how to spell Drelli, D-R-E-L-L-L-I.
Yeah, perfect. So, yeah, D-R-E-L-L-I. 2 L's?
Nah, 3 L's. 3 L's. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't even want to spell it. I'm like,
oh, man, that's tough. D-R-E-L-L-L-I.
Yes.
3 L's. Okay.
There we go. Cool. There we go.
At Drelli on all platforms.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I mean, I think that about concludes the questions I have for you today.
Oh, okay, cool.
But how would you like to browse the shelves? Take a
let's
look
definitely
around?
do that.
Yeah. Just look around. If there's anything that attracts you that you're like, ooh, I like that song from that album, like, pick it up.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Outkast.
Yeah, I respect that one. I don't know any of those songs right now. So out of this list here, I'm gonna have to go with these two. Oh, hold on, they got my boy. Let me see. Oh, they got Travis.
Oh, they got Travis.
They got Travis in the back. He in the way back.
Travis is a sore subject, which is why he is in the back.
I know.
Oh,
see, hold on. We got it. Okay. We got some
Solange.
All right, let's grab the hits. Let's get the hits.
There you go.
Let's see. Yeah, nah, these are ones. These are ones I was, you know, Solange, amazing, beautiful voice. All of her videos, super inspiring. Can't get enough of them. Here we got Travis. I've been listening to, I don't know, I would say Days Before Rodeo, really, with Travis. Basement Freestyle 2 is my favorite. This album was really good as well. Bystanders, I really love that song. Definitely a classic album. Black Magic Wand on this one. One of my favorite songs, honestly. When this album dropped, yeah, really being able to see him transfer into like a whole new character was dope. So that was cool. Harry Styles. I'm saying watermelon sugar high, you know what I mean? Like, ain't much else I can say, you know what I'm saying? You love watermelon, you trying to, you know, listen to the album right there. Look at the Minions.
Have you seen the sound? That one has some crazy features on it. Like no cap.
Really?
Yeah, look at who's on that. Like there's Tame Impala on there. Kali Uchis made it. Like there's some crazy people on there.
RZA?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
I didn't even know. I didn't see the movie either. Oh, they got Brockhampton on there too. That's dope.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's dope.
Huh.
Another classic. So I ain't even much to even really say about that. Yeah, they got some good records in here. A lot of artists I don't know, but you know that's okay. I just gotta take some time out of my day to. I know that this album was good too. It was a good album. Shout out to Bruno Mars. Forever 24K Gold. You know. Hey, that's before I leave, you know, Minnesota legend, Prince. Hey, Prince, you know. For those that don't know, look up Prince. I'm sure a lot of y'all already know. That's all I got. This ain't about me.
It is about you. This one's your episode.
Shout out BabyMandel.
Shout out Drelli.
Yo, BabyMandela.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry.
No, you're